Hello everybody, this is Hispanic / Overload XKT of Gem4XD, and today I will be playing Airmech. Airmech is a RTS style game where you're trying to basically just destroy the enemy. And today we'll be using this class. I will be using my Bunny Osprey, the Special Easter Edition. I will be using the Chimney Swift Pilot, as well as these 8 units here. I will be playing against CPUs because I've tried to play against other people and I'm not that good. And yeah, so let's get this game started. Okay, so the way this game is different than many RTSs is because you actually control a central unit. This is how you can pick up other units and you can tell them what to do, like a standard RTS, but you are a unit. You can fight yourself, or you can be different, or you can be like all the other RTSs and you can just pilot the units. You don't have to control them. You don't have to act as a overwatcher. You can just be a unit deployer system and you can just call it a day. I enjoy fighting in this game. It's fun to play around. And I'm placing down units, as you can see, in a staggered pattern just because that's how I happen to place them. And yeah, and the game just started. So I'm going to try to take over this enemy, well, this neutral outpost right here. Hopefully I don't die by this little unit. He did. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some infantry. The way you take over bases is you have to get infantry to go inside them, and the infantry will take it over. And if you get 4 infantry units to take it over, it's your it's your base. Oh, the reason why that Airmech that unit took off before is because, as you can see these buttons over here, they allow for different things. I clicked the T button, which makes it move up to the next base. And as you can tell right there, I just became in-game level 2, which allows me to upgrade things over here. As you can tell, these 4 are glowing and this one's not. That's because this one you need a certain unit to use, and I do not have those units on me. I don't enjoy using those units. They're really, like, simple. They're little things that'll fly around your unit. They'll either give you, like, heal you over time and stuff like that. They're just increase your basic Airmech abilities already. Okay, so I'm gonna upgrade my healing ability. I'm gonna unlock it there. And in this game, you create units through an increase of money up here, and also through an energy down here. If you run out of energy, your units will slowly start to die if you have a negative upkeep, which is really bad, because that happened to me. This happened to me and a friend of mine while we were versing CPUs once, and I mean, we still ended up winning because the CPUs can be really stupid sometimes. Every unit really has a different name. I really enjoy these double barrel tanks because they cost less than the single barrel tanks, but they can shoot twice as fast and they're just as strong. And as you can tell here, this is my strategy. I didn't come up with it. I don't know fully who did, but I remember my friend showed me how to do it. Yeah, basically you put tanks around a patcher, which is the healing unit, and you use the patcher to block off entrances to the base, and you just kind of sit there and take it over. Okay, so now I'm going to upgrade my armor. There, and oh, there's the enemy Airmech trying to fight my units. And as well in this game, as well as using the mouse wheel to scroll down, because if you scroll down, you'll open this. As well as that, you can also use the hotkeys represented by the numbers down here. So I can just press, for this tank, I can just press 9 on the number pad, or I can press 3 on the top. And this Airmech special ability, he has the ability to heal, which is very helpful sometimes, because I can just kind of stand behind the base, an enemy base, and just kind of, you know, upgrade my unit so that they don't really hurt it. And as you can tell, the red team had just taken over this center base, as I try to kill this neutral unit. And the only way to get a base is when it's neutral, and the only way to get a neutral base... Oh, I'm gonna die. The only way to get a neutral base is to shoot at it until it loses all these little glowy lights on top, and it'll basically just turn back, and then just more infantry needs to run inside of it, and it will become that base, that portion slowly. Yeah. And as you can tell, once in a while, I kind of tend to shoot when I place down a unit. That's because it helps me aim the unit where I want it to be facing. It actually helps a lot sometimes because you can get the unit exactly where you want it to be instead of just plopped down. So you can have the frontal armor facing straight so that it doesn't, you know, get hit in the back and take more damage. So yeah. The one I just upgraded there was my carrying capacity, because the Osprey is one of the few units that can do that, and it can hold up a lot. And this is the one unit in the end that has like the most health, except for the unit called the Paladin, but you only have access to that unit right now if you have Airmech Prime, which you have to pay for, and I'm pretty poor. Yeah. Oh, and one special thing about this unit, when you use your heal powers, you can actually salvage materials from broken units to help yourself. Yeah. And when you're in the air, you actually cannot fight things on the ground, and only things in the air can also hit you, unless they're anti-air vehicles like the Seeker over here and the T-99. There are others, but those are the only ones I happen to have. Okay, so I get some T-99s. As you can tell, the enemy is a different kind of unit. They're a striker, I believe. That's the default Airmech. That's the one that you start out with, because, and all the others you can be used to buy with in-game things called like kudos coins or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure they're called kudos. They're in-game things. You get them from winning matches. They're really helpful. Yeah. Okay, well, this base is pretty set up, but I can make it a little better. I'm gonna move these back here so they can get healed by my patchers, and I'm gonna put a few tanks on this bridge because they're just walking around, and I can't let that happen. This would have been a really good map for a unit I have called the Turtle, and basically they just stand there, and when an enemy unit gets close to it, they just box up, and units can't get through. They're actually really helpful sometimes. There's one map where the only way to get to our base is a choke point, so I just have them set up there. Enough where our units can get through, but where the other units, when they're turtled, they can't. So yeah. Gotta heal this Patrick, because there's nothing to heal it. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try to move up to this base up here now. There's different kinds of bases. There's generator bases or something like that. I don't remember what they're all called, but I know that different ones do different things. You can tell by the way they look. Like this one helps. This one will build. If you build it at the space, it'll increase the speed at which the units are built. Sorry, I zoned out there. And the other ones help keep your energy higher. They're like little factories or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna try to advance position so that they stop attacking this base, because if they keep attacking this base, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to hold it. So I'm gonna try to get some tanks and move up. And right now you can see, I don't know what this does exactly, but it does something clearly, because they wouldn't put nothing in the game for a reason. So yeah, I think it's a one-shot shield. That's what me and another one of my friends thought it was. Yeah. Let's upgrade my carrying capacity. Okay. See, with the upgrade carrying capacity, I can now carry 2 of these, which I'm not going to drop right here as I come down from behind and attack these 2 units. I tend to come close to death a lot in this game, and I actually do die because I tend to get reckless in this game. It's just part of my nature. I tend to like to go head first. Instead of trying to be stealthy, I just like to try to sprint up and get things. I just, as you can tell, I just spam these units mostly so that I can carry them all over, so I can possibly get that base. I don't want them taking it over, because the closer I get to the enemy base, the harder it will be for them to push me back. So yeah, I need more Geminis, and I'll take a Seeker instead of a T99 this time, because Seekers use less materials. Let's just drop you there, you there. No, not there. There. I need a patcher. Sorry, I'm just trying to move units around. I'm not talking that much right now. I'm trying to just place units strategically around so that I can keep this base. I don't want to lose this. It's really close to their territory, and if I can hold on to this base, I can. Their base, as you can tell, that's their thing. That's one of their little strongholds that spawn right next to their building that you used to have in the beginning of the game. So if I can take that over as well, I can really closely to win. I'm coming really close to winning this game. But I can't speak right now. And now that I just reached in-game level 7, I can make the Goliath tank. It is the biggest tank in the game right now. The only thing I think that might possibly be stronger than it is the Buster tank, I believe it's called. It's a huge tank. It's a tank destroyer. It does so much damage, but again, it's only access to Prime right now because it's in beta. And I almost wish I wasn't poor so I can have it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some units down here because they're just taking them out down here. Like, they're just aiming from down there. So I'm gonna put a few tanks here, here, and here to protect the front of the base. And I'm also gonna put a patcher down there to heal them. Right there. But let me make another tank in the front so that they're protected. Yeah. So right now I'm pretty well off. I still have an upkeep of energy even with all my units out there. And then they're not pushing me back at all. I'm keeping all my bases. I'm pushing forward. I'm not allowing them to move at this point. So now all I have to do is try to take over this base, and then I'll just pick up some of my tanks from the back and just have them advance. And I can slowly start to move into their head base territory. You see right now I'm trying to fight this other Airmech right now who's trying to fly away and get away, and we won't let that happen because we can't lose this base. We need to advance at this point. We really do. We're in the 3rd quarter of the game already, and we should really be farther ahead by now. As you can tell, I just lost a lot of energy making all these units because they're really big units. This tank right here is the biggest tank in the game, and I'm going to hopefully allow it to protect this base right now because I have no other way of doing that. If it gets hit a couple more times, it'll go neutral, and I can't let that happen. I have a -4 upkeep right now. I have to try to recycle some units, I think. As you can tell right now, I'm dominating. I don't know what that means. That might be a new feature. I'm going to guess. Yeah, so I'm trying my hardest not to lose all my energy right now, because I really need it, but I have a -9 upkeep, so I'm going to try to go back to some of these farther bases and try to recycle some units. Like, this base doesn't need this many, so I'm going to pick this up. And I'm going to recycle it so that I hopefully can get some more upkeep, so that I can hopefully, yep, see? And that was all, I only get that increase because of the 4th quarter happened to start, and I'm really grateful that it did. I don't want that unit, no, go away. I just have to recycle it. Yeah, so we're doing pretty well right now. We're able to hold them back at this point, and their base is right over that bridge, as you can possibly see. I'm just trying my hardest right now not to die. Just doing my best to try to protect my units the best I know how, and that's basically just an overabundance of them. I'm also going to try to make some of these T-99s to protect against the Airmech. If you attach them to the base, they tend to heal. They can heal, and they're probably not the best unit to attach to the base, but they're the only ones that I have that can right now. So yeah, there's a few other units. There's ones that heal units. There's ones that increase your energy. There's ones that increase your money. There's a bunch of different kinds, and since I only have an upkeep of 1 right now, I'm gonna go see if there's anything in the back that I can recycle. I can recycle this, because right now they're not attacking back here. They're primarily attacking the front, because I've pushed them that far back where they need to. Yeah, and, oh, dominating the enemy. Their credit increase is very low right now, and ours is very high right now, actually. I've increased our upkeep enough where I can try to take on their base right now. I don't know how well this is going to go. My biggest tank I can't make because we don't have enough energy. Oh, I couldn't make one, but how low is that? That's going to cripple our energy. I'm going to need to get on the ground and start fighting as well at this point, so that I hopefully can survive. Yeah, so I can hopefully take over their base and win this game. I'm trying to keep an eye on our upkeep right now, because it is immensely low, and that's actually been the difference between me winning and losing a game before. If I had a higher upkeep, I would have won this match, but I didn't. I wasn't paying attention to it, I wasn't playing smart, and I got crushed. These are a thing that I haven't used yet this game. They're bombs. You pick them up, and you can, when you drop them on the ground, they'll do damage. Sometimes they can take out units. Yeah, they're not the best, but I have them because why not? Because I didn't want to use the boosters. Yeah, I should probably try to take out the healing units before all these rockets hit me in the face. But it's just losing health. I can see it at a negative pace. I just died. I have enough points where I can lower. Okay, cool. I should try to get out of the range of some of those other things like that. I'll pick that up down there because I don't want to have to carry the heaviest unit in the game all the way down there. Oh, I just leveled up, so let me increase my armor so I can hopefully take out this one right here. If I can take out this turret, I can move up much faster. There we go. They blew up my Goliath, as you can tell right there, because It shook the screen so much. The unit is so huge, it's feared by a lot of players. Well, actually, that's probably not true. But if the enemy team has one, I tend to be much more afraid than even though the CPUs are not the brightest in this game, and hopefully they don't notice me standing here. Even though they're here. Oh, no, there it is. Let's see if I can hopefully just tank these bullets. They're healing it at such a rate where they're positively healing it. I'm going to have to try to take out the healing unit over there. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to bring in some bombs and hopefully kill it. I don't know how well this is going to work out. I'll probably get shot down in the air, but I didn't, so that's a good thing. Let's upgrade my healing ability, even though I don't really use it all that much. I don't even think that should be allowed. Healing units to heal another healing unit. Or whatever. I don't have a say in how this game's created. Okay, cool, I took out their healers. Let me get back here. Let me try to shoot out these things now from here. See, as you can tell, it's taking much more damage by the red lights up there above, all the red numbers above it. It is getting healed though, and hopefully I can kill it soon, so I can try to move on to the next T99. Okay, so let me see. Let me get these bombs ready, so I can try to take out their healer back there. Patcher. I'm really sorry if there's any background noise. Damn it. I want to pick that up. I wanted to bring these in and drop them down. Oh no, that's a lot. If I can take, I'm going to try to take out as many frontal units as I can. And then I'm going to fly in some units from wherever they're not needed to try to take out the front of their base. Because as you can tell, they're at half health right now. I died again. Yeah, as I said, I'm not super best at this game. My friend Matt is much better than I am. It's actually really fun to play with a lot of people because you can have different people designated to different things, and it really helps out in the long run. Okay, cool. I'm gonna bring this Goliath up to try to take out their front. As I try to take out this tank. I'm gonna try to take out this healing one. Or maybe just come straight up in the front here and try to take out the base with my tank. Or try to protect my tank. Well, or my tank should try to protect me, and maybe I can take it out. And we win. So yeah. And once you win, your unit's like invincible. You don't lose, like you don't die. You take anything, and you're super powerful. Like a couple shots, and whatever you're hitting is dead. So yeah, and enemies just tend to float there, don't do anything. So yeah, this was the game of Airmech today, and I hope to see you guys again next time.